sister Traci, she loves when it snows, and she died that morning when it was actually pouring down snow in Virginia. So my sister's now a snowflake.
Okay, see you later.
Cheers, get your life.
You make it so hard. Love you. You make it so hard.
When Traci Braxton passed away, some notable absences at her funeral were her own sisters. Before her passing from esophageal cancer, the relationship between them got so strained that even in death, Traci wanted nothing to do with them.
I can understand that no one really wants to talk to Lil Kevin's father because there was a pretty public rift between our side of the family and him right after Traci passed.
From being mocked and publicly humiliated by her sisters at the release of her first solo album, Crash and Burn, to feeling betrayed when they exposed and gave details about her cheating husband on national TV without her consent.
Tawanda knew how I felt about having a confrontation. I don't get it. And then when newcomers coming around and think they can be counselors.
Because of them, people unfairly called Traci the wannabe of the Braxtons. There's a lot to unpack. Traci Braxton felt very hurt many years ago when her sister signed a record deal without her. At that time, Traci was pregnant. Because of her pregnancy, the music company did not want her to be part of the group. Her sisters, Tony, Tamar, Tawanda, and Trina, moved forward without her.
To a good life, to a good world.
This left Traci feeling pushed aside. It made her feel like she was no longer part of something special with her family. Even though many years passed, the pain stayed with her. It made her feel like she had lost something important, something she could never get back. Later, when her family walked out from filming their TV show, Braxton Family Values, the old pain came back again. Traci said it felt like she was being left behind all over again. She shared these feelings during an interview with Phaedra Parks. Traci said that one moment, her sisters were there, and the next moment, they were gone. It felt strange and unreal for her. She had always thought her family would be together, but now she was standing alone, just like before. This made her heart hurt even more.
When you didn't go with the group in the walkout, you didn't communicate.
Actually, I did.
Lies.
Traci explained that when her sisters became the Braxtons without her, it felt like she did not matter anymore. She felt pushed out and forgotten. Traci said it was like losing a part of her body, like losing a limb. She loved writing music and being creative, but without her sisters, she felt empty. It made her wonder how she could move forward without them by her side. Even though she tried to stay strong, the feelings of sadness were still there after all those years.
Does something else happen that we don't know about, though? 30 years, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the pop? The world may never know.
Many fans had strong opinions about how Traci felt. Some fans told her that she should let go of the past. They said it happened over 20 years ago and she needed to move on. Some said she was being weak for still feeling hurt about it. A few fans even said that her family built success for all of them and she should be thankful instead of holding on to pain. Even though people told her to forget it, the truth was, Traci's pain was very real to her. Losing that close connection with her sisters was something she could not easily forget.
A lot of emotions are coming to a head, and all this from 25 years ago, the tour drama, the talk behind my back.
During the season 6 finale of Braxton Family Values, the Braxton sisters went on a family trip to Napa Valley. They planned the trip to celebrate Tamar's birthday and Trina's engagement. It was also the first time the sisters traveled together with all their boyfriends and husbands. Even though it was supposed to be a happy trip, there was tension from the very beginning. The sisters were not getting along well, and problems started quickly. One problem happened during a wine tasting event. Traci's husband, Kevin, gave cigars to all the men. Tamar got upset because she did not want her boyfriend at the time, David Adefeso, to smoke a cigar on camera. Tamar thought smoking cigars looked ghetto, and she worried it could hurt David's business, since he worked in finance. She also said David was not used to being on reality TV. and she wanted to protect him from looking bad. As the weekend went on, the tension between the sisters got worse. Tawanda's boyfriend Sean and David came up with an idea. They wanted to hold a meeting with all the sisters to help fix their problems.
Okay, this morning, me and David had a little coming together, and we just felt like there's a lot of miscommunication amongst the sisters.
They thought if everyone sat down and talked, they could work things out. But Traci found out about the plan before it happened. She was very clear that she did not want to join the meeting. She felt it was not right for their boyfriends to get involved in family matters.
I think Sean and David are totally naive to getting into this whole spin of things because they don't know what they're getting into.
Even though Traci said no, the sit-down still happened. This made Traci very angry. She felt like her sisters and their boyfriends were not respecting her feelings. She also felt like the production team for the show pushed her into something she did not want to do. Later, Traci confronted Tawanda. She accused Tawanda of causing more problems in the family. Traci even called Tawanda a snake, which showed how deep the mistrust had grown between them.
Tawanda knew how I felt about having a confrontation. I don't get it. And then when newcomers coming around and think they can be counselors, you know that you want to antagonize somebody. So don't play with me. You know the down dirty, you snake-ass son of a gun.
Traci's husband, Kevin, went back into the dining room where the sisters were still sitting. He tried to explain why Traci was so upset. Kevin told them that the issues between them should have been fixed a long time ago, decades ago. He said Traci was trying to deal with deep-rooted pain, but instead of understanding, things got worse. Tamar started talking about Kevin's past troubles. She brought up that he had once been to jail. She also kept telling him to lower his voice. Instead of trying to calm the situation, Tamar's comments made everything even more tense. Kevin then left to go find Traci. He found her very upset in the bathroom. Traci was crying and told him that she now saw her sisters as just co-workers, not real family anymore. She said that the love she once felt for them was gone.
He feels like all the rights are taken in these type of situations. You can laugh, that's cool, I'm good with that.
Say nothing.
I'm good with that. I deal with that every day, so I'm good with that.
Even though she was hurt, she decided to go back to the table to face her sisters. She told Kevin, "Let's do it." She wanted to try and fix things, but when they got back, Tony said there was no point because one of their sisters, Trina, had already left. Hearing this made Traci even more upset. She felt like her sisters were avoiding the real problems again. She stood up to leave. As she walked away, Tamar made a snide comment. "Cheers, get your life." That small comment pushed Traci over the edge. She turned around, came back to the table, and told Tamar, "You make it so hard to love you. You make it so hard." Her anger was real and deep. She even said she was going to beat Tamar up. Kevin tried to calm her down, but Traci lost control and lunged at the cameraman standing nearby. It was a very emotional and painful moment for everyone.
Who's fighting? Traci's about to fight a man?
Fans watching the show had strong opinions. Many people supported Traci. They felt her pain. Some said that if Tamar had been the one pregnant years ago, the sisters would have waited for her. They thought Traci had been treated unfairly. Fans also pointed out that when Tamar made rude comments about Kevin's jail time, nobody corrected her. But when Kevin spoke about Traci's hurt, they tried to shut him down. Viewers said it was no wonder Traci exploded the way she did. They felt the sisters had treated her badly for years. Another moment that hurt Traci deeply was when her sisters talked about her husband's cheating on national TV. Traci said she felt betrayed. Her sisters shared private information about her marriage without asking her first. Traci thought some things should stay private, even on a reality TV show. She told an interviewer that she was very hurt and could not believe they had done that to her. She said her sisters were too nosy, especially Tamar, who often made comments about everyone's lives. Tamar never held back and said whatever she wanted, even when it hurt others. After the big fight, Traci decided she needed to take a step back from her sisters. She said she needed space to focus on herself and her own family. In an interview, Traci explained that she felt like her sisters did not support or respect her. She said that she was in a different place in her life compared to them. Traci shared that she had different goals and dreams, and that her sisters did not understand her anymore. At the same time, Traci was dealing with a deep personal loss. She was grieving the death of her niece, Lauren, who she raised like a daughter. Traci explained that losing Lauren was like losing her own child. She said she even felt pain in her womb, as if she had given birth to Lauren. This deep sadness made it even harder for her to connect with her sisters. Traci admitted that she often kept her feelings inside. She did not like to talk about her pain, and it made her feel even more alone. She said that sometimes she just needed to move slowly when trying to fix her relationships. She wanted to take her time because she was still hurting inside. Traci said she was not on the same page as her sisters anymore, and that she needed time to heal. Another painful event happened during Trina's wedding.
You look great.
Vaughn and Trina, you stand before me today and all of these witnesses having requested that I marry you. Let's exchange vows.
This should have been a happy day for the family, but instead, old feelings came up again. During the wedding reception, their father, Michael Braxton Sr., got up to sing. He asked Traci to sing with him. Traci, always wanting to help her father, got up and joined him. She sang with love and pride. But after she sat down, another guest told her that her sisters were laughing at her. This crushed Traci. She felt mocked and belittled once again. Tony later said that they were just laughing and having fun watching their father sing.
Traci attempted to save Daddy. That's my darling. There you go.
It's incredible.
They thought it was a happy moment, not something to hurt Traci. But for Traci, it felt very different. She felt like they were laughing at her, not with her. This made her extremely angry. She started cursing and yelling, calling her family foul. She said she didn't mess with them anymore because they didn't truly love her. Traci then went into the dressing room. When Tamar followed her, Traci let all her anger out. She told Tamar, "You're never real. You are fake, a fraud, and a phony." Tamar tried to calm her by saying, "But I love you." But Traci shot back, "You don't love me. You never loved me. Get out of my face." It was a very sad and emotional moment. Traci felt completely unloved by her own sisters. Traci also faced hurt from her sisters when she released her first solo album, Crash and Burn.
It's so good.
Instead of supporting her, Tamar made fun of the album online. She mocked the use of autotune on Traci's songs. This public criticism hurt Traci even more. It showed that even in her personal achievements, her sisters were not standing behind her. When Traci released her second album, On Earth, she got very little support from her sisters. Tony and Tamar did not promote it much. This showed the cracks in their relationship were still there. Traci felt abandoned once again by the very people who should have been cheering her on. After all these painful events, Traci made a big decision. She said she would no longer mix business with family. She felt that working with her sisters only made things worse. It hurt their personal relationships. Traci said she wanted to focus on healing and building a healthy bond with her family, away from cameras and contracts. She realized that sometimes you have to choose peace over money. The sisters had a family therapy session with Iyanla Van Zant, the host of Fix My Life.
With y'all was to be here at 11. The next thing I know, Tony has an appointment. This can't happen, that can't happen. Come at 2. Commitments are very, very important.
They hoped that Iyanla could help fix their problems, but it did not work out the way they wanted. During those meetings, a lot of deep and painful secrets came out. Tamar even shared that she had been molested as a child, something she had kept private for a long time. Instead of healing the family, the therapy made things worse. The sisters were already upset because of money and contract fights about their TV show. Things became even more tense after the therapy.
No, your behavior diminishes your message.
Tony, Tawanda, Trina, and Tamar decided to stop filming the show. They went on strike to protest the contracts. Only Traci stayed and kept filming with the network WeTV. This decision made her sisters very upset with her. They felt like she betrayed them. But even after all the fighting and sadness, the sisters later shared with Entertainment Tonight, ET, that they found a way to move forward and fix their relationships.
The first day that we all sat here, you and my mother went on about her staying in the process, no matter what. And here is the leader who left first.
No, hold
Yes.
on.
You asked me what I said.
Tamar spoke first. She said she was very happy that everyone was now in a better place. She told ET, "I love WeTV, and I am excited about our new ventures and the new relationships." Tamar explained that when people are together for a long time, like family or close friends, there will always be problems sometimes. But the good news is that they worked things out and were back together, feeling stronger than before.
She's frustrated for a lot of things. There's a lot that's going on with Tamar.
All five sisters talked with ET at the Season 6 premiere party for Braxton Family Values at the Doheny Room in Los Angeles. It was like a makeup event because they had skipped the original party in August 2018. At that time, only Traci had shown up. Traci admitted she still had some hard feelings about that night. She said, "It's still a battle. We are just trying to respect each other's boundaries and work together. Everyone wants different things when it comes to business." The Braxtons looked at their reality show as a business. Tawanda said that even though they were family, they still had to treat the show like work. She said, "We are a work in progress. Every day we try to get better." Tawanda shared an important lesson she learned, that life is about making choices. She said she was choosing to be happy no matter what. Tony also spoke about the importance of family. She said that even when they fought hard and got angry with each other, they always loved each other deep down. Tony said, "I am the oldest sister, so I always try to put the family back together." She made it clear that love never left their family, even when things got rough. Tamar gave credit for their healing to the Holy Ghost. She said that they all had to remember why they started the show in the first place. At first, the show was meant to be about their real family love and struggles. But later, Tamar felt like things became too fake, too produced. She said there were times when it seemed like she was being blamed for drama that she didn't even know about. Tamar said, "I say my piece and keep it moving." She didn't like when the show made it seem like she was always causing trouble.
I'm unfair because I've never gotten a chance to speak my piece.
And how did you contribute?
I contributed by keeping my commitment, although my business wasn't handled.
Tawanda agreed with Tamar. She said the most important thing was that the show could help other families. That made all the hard work worth it for them.
Are amazing, and I love them so much. And the great thing about family is that you can have disagreements, but at the end of the day, you always come back to the core, and that's family.
Oh, and yeah, Traci had to deal with her sisters airing out her marriage drama on national TV without asking first. On Braxton Family Values, the whole situation with her husband's alleged cheating got exposed. And Traci says she had no clue it was coming. In an interview with MadameNoir.com, Traci kept it real. "I was really hurt to find out they discussed my marital problems on the show without my consent. I could not believe it, but then again, my sisters are nosy." And yes, she called out Tamar by name for always having something to say, no matter whose business it is. "I think the relationship my sisters and I share is too close at times," she said. "They give unsolicited advice, and it can be so bothersome. But that's how we grew up. always in each other's business. But Traci says the new season is different. This time, she's making space for her own voice. "Fans should expect to see me standing up for myself," she said. "This time around, I am sticking up and making moves for Traci." Sadly, in 2022, Traci passed away after battling esophageal cancer.
Let's break bread together on our knees.
After her death, there was more family drama. Her husband, Kevin Surratt, planned a funeral service. Some of the Braxton family members did not attend. They said that the service Kevin set up was not what Traci had wanted. This disagreement showed that there were still tensions between Kevin and the Braxton family even after Traci's death. There had been issues between Kevin Surratt and Traci's sisters for a long time. They did not always get along with him. This had caused problems in the family even before Traci passed away. Sadly, these old issues made it even harder when it was time to honor Traci's memory. Traci sometimes felt like the outsider in the family. Some producers of the show even gave her hurtful nicknames like Ghetto Braxton and Wannabe. This made her feel left out. Tawanda and Trina later spoke out to clear up the lies people believed about Traci's place in the family. In a special clip from the Braxtons, Tawanda warned producers not to lie about Traci's funeral. She said, "What you don't want me to do is tell the truth. Don't push me." Trina made it clear that they did not skip Traci's real funeral. They just did not attend the event that Kevin organized, which they said Traci never wanted. Trina explained, "Traci said in her will that she didn't want a funeral." Tawanda added that it was wrong for people to use Traci's death for a show. They made it clear that they wanted to respect Traci's wishes above everything else. Tawanda said, "I always fought for Traci and will continue to fight for her as long as I live." Tawanda and Trina also talked about the early days of their show. They said that when Braxton family values started, people unfairly called Traci the wannabe. Tawanda said this image was created and fed by others, not by the family. She wanted people to know the real story. Tawanda explained that it was true they signed their first contract without Traci, but there was a good reason. Traci was pregnant at the time. Back then, in the 1990s, it was very hard for women who were pregnant to sign music deals. The record company wanted women who were not pregnant to be seen as stars. Traci understood that and told her sisters to go ahead and sign without her. Trina added that the label told them they wanted women that every man wanted and every woman wanted to be like. That was the image they were selling. Tawanda said it was not something they were happy about. In fact, Tawanda and Trina did not want to leave Traci behind. They made it clear that they always loved Traci and later performed with her whenever they could. Now the Braxton family is returning with a new series. They say this new show will honor Traci's final wishes. Tawanda said that this time the platform is only for people who truly respect what Traci wanted. She and Trina promised that they would continue to fight for Traci's memory, always.
Wrote this sweet message to her late sister, quote, "Our morning ritual, laughing, saying good morning, or even watching the same movie on the phone in silence. No one will ever know just how we were as sisters."
In an episode of The Braxtons, Tamar sat down with a medium. The room was quiet, and everyone could feel the strong emotions in the air. The medium said that Traci, Tamar's late sister, was trying to speak to her. Tamar looked nervous but listened closely. The medium said, "Traci is very emotional right now. She is coming through very strong for you." Tamar started to wipe away a tear from her face. She could feel her sister's love even from beyond. The medium then shared Traci's first words. She said, "I am sorry." Traci wanted Tamar to know she regretted some of the things that happened before she passed away. She wished she had done some things differently with her family. Traci also said, "I love each and every one of you." She ended her message by saying, "Just remember, you're my baby." Tamar cried, feeling her sister's love once again.